Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a reading for the month of 18. So I'm going to be doing things just a little bit differently because it is the season of love. So hopefully you guys get lots of love in re. I'm going to be doing a different spread because I want to just kind of experiment with things. If you guys prefer this new spread, then please comment and let me know. If you prefer the older way of doing things with the other spread I usually do, comment and let me know which one you guys prefer. Okay, so also if you would like a private reading with me, all the information you need is in the description link, and all that social media information is also on the screen, so you can go ahead, follow me. And yeah, so let's get into your reading. Hi Virgo, so let's get into your reading. So in the past, you have passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And you also have the Page of Water. A new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heart and psychic abilities, and you've got Temperance. So for some of you, this is a Sagittarius, okay? But I feel like some of you as well, you met someone and it's almost like there was a lot of passion, there was a spark, and it was like perfect timing. It also speaks about a relationship beginning a new phase. So I feel like for some of you, there was a lot more passion in your relationship recently. This can represent conception as well. So some of you have recently found out you're pregnant. Page of Water with Temperance can represent pregnancy. So overall, I feel like recently there's been a lot of passion. Okay, and things were, like kind of good. You might have had some bad times, and it's like things were starting to heal as well with Temperance. So in the present, it's saying stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And here we've got the Knight of Earth. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honour your commitments, a guardian angel. And here you have the Hangman. So it's like things are kind of on pause at the moment. So it's like things were going okay, and then it's like all of a sudden there's just this halt. And it's like there's not been much movement. Things have just been kind of slow. Particularly if you're dealing with a fellow earth sign. So it could be another Virgo, it could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. I feel like there's been some kind of slowdown, okay? But with the Hangman, it's, it's like unnecessary worry as well. And again, they're saying you need to be positive in a situation. And also what I like, in this deck here with the Knight of Earth, it says a guardian angel. So it's almost like, even though things are on pause right now, it's almost like there's a guardian angel that's really helping you in your situation. So that's an interesting one. But I feel like, again, if you're dealing with a earth sign, things are just kind of come to a halt, even though they have been good. In the past, some of you again be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and I think I mentioned Sagittarius as well. So I am seeing a lot of passion if you were dealing with a Sagittarius or a water sign. So in the future, you have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Now you have the Seven of Water, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating, and you have the Page of Cups. So some of you have a decision to make about a water sign. So, I feel like as well, some of you have more than one option in love, and it's like you're going to have to look at who you feel more emotionally connected to make a decision. And the reason why I'm saying that there's a decision is, it says it here, but also I feel like for those of you that do have more than one option, it's like, there's passion on one side and things are kind of playful, and it's very fun, it's very kind of exciting with playfulness. But then on the other hand, it's like, someone else will be better for you. So it's kind of that sort of thing, where like on the other hand, again, someone might be a bit more playful, a bit more fun to be around, but there could be someone else that's a bit better for you. That's the kind of feeling that I'm actually getting. Now your obstacles, you have, this could be the one, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. And here we have the Two of Fire, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. And we have Strength. So it's like some of you know that this person is the one, but there's a reluctance to move forward, okay? And I'm seeing it as a lack of emotional strength, okay? So for some of you, this may be a Leo as well, but I feel like things do need to move forward, or they're not moving forward. Again, you do have the Hangman here as well, so it could be lack of movement. That could be a reason why this has come up as like a barrier. But I'm more seeing it as, you know, someone is kind of afraid to take the next step, even though they feel like you are the one, or you feel like they are the one. It's like there's no movement because someone's just scared in a situation. You know, someone literally, I think, just, yeah, they don't have the strength to move things forward emotionally. Okay, so the factors that are going on in your life right now, you have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So again, we go back to the Hangman, and, you know, there being like this time out and things not moving forward. You also have the Six of Fire. It doesn't mean that this person doesn't want your attention. It's like, you know, I feel like you're separated from someone. You're trying to get their attention, or they're trying to get your attention, because, you know, it's like the Two of Cups energy is still here. It's like, I'm not talking to you. I miss you. I love you. I want your attention. But yeah, it's like, I feel like part of the reason why you two are separated, if you're not speaking to someone, it could be because you're both kind of scared about how you feel about one another. For some of you, it could be that you have options, but maybe some of you are in a relationship, and maybe, you know, you've got options as well, or maybe they've got options as well. And it's like, I'm seeing it as someone could be in a relationship here with the Two of Cups, and the factor is either you're not getting attention and you want their attention, or vice versa. But either way, you guys are separated right now for some of you. So the factors that are going on in their life right now, unrequited love. So it could be they're afraid to move forward because they feel like you don't like them. You know, here we have the Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So I feel like they're worried that you don't like them, or it could be that there's a third party situation here as well. But I feel like there's something new on the horizon for them. Okay, that's an interesting one. I'm going to go back and clarify things, but I feel like someone is scared to move forward because they feel like someone doesn't like them, when actually they do. So what you want from the situation is, you want this person to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and you're ready for commitment now. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organisations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So for some of you, you want a Taurus or a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini to make an effort with you. Okay, now the King of Swords can represent someone that's emotionally detached. Again, it's like you really want someone to show you how they feel. It's not a case of just telling you. It's like you want this person to be more in their feelings about you. You want this person to be more emotionally available with the King of Swords, is what I feel like. For some of you, you want a air sign or a Taurus to make an effort with you. So what they want, they kind of want the same thing with the Queen of Cups. They want, you know, you to show them how you feel. And, you know, they're kind of like worrying about it. And it's like they also have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So they do want to reunite with you. They do look at you as a soulmate. Okay, it's like both of you look at one another as a soulmate, I feel like. And this person is really kind of thinking about it. And I feel like they kind of want to get it off of their mind. And, you know, they want you to open up emotionally to them. So I feel like it could be that you're emotionally shut down to this person. Okay, or again, it may be the other way around, and maybe this time around they're ready to actually, you know, be more emotionally invested in the relationship. So the crowning energy, you have heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And you have the Sun and you have the Hermit. So I feel like you are going to be having a conversation with someone in read that leads to a resolution, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So I feel like, Virgo, you've not been confident in yourself, and I feel like once you get the strength to, you know, emotionally invest in this relationship, or to tell someone how you really feel, then it's like things really move forward and the sun finally comes out. You know, don't kind of recluse yourself. Don't lock yourself away. Don't be this hermit. You know, again, it could be that you actually look within yourselves, because the Hermit card does represent you, Virgo. So it could be that you actually look into yourselves and actually realise, I have feelings for somebody. And then there's a conversation that takes place and it leads to a happy outcome. You know, but I feel like either you really want to talk to someone or someone really wants to talk to you. And I feel like this conversation is going to happen. Okay, but you need to not hide yourselves away. So in your outcome, you have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And here we have renewal. Review and evaluate a favourable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So this situation, whatever it is, it's going to come back around. And I feel like you do get a second chance. But there could be a third party situation here with the Two of Pentacles. Or it's like, in order for things to work this time around, you need to find a balance. Okay. So let me start by clarifying this, but I do feel as though things are going to work out. But I feel like either you have options or they have options. So clarification on the Two of Pentacles. Clarification on the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Cups. Clarification on the Two of Pentacles. Clarification on the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like it's you, Virgo. You have two options. You need to choose between a water sign and an earth sign. It doesn't have to be those signs, but I feel like you kind of have to get balance and make a decision. Okay, clarification on trust. Okay, so, you know, here again, I feel like if you're dealing with a earth sign, I feel like, you know, you just need to have faith in the situation. Okay, so let's start clarifying more cards. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is kind of neat. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this Two of Cups, which is a factor for you. So clarification on the Two of Cups. Okay, so some of you could actually be in a relationship with a fire sign, but it's like for some reason you still have other options. Some of you just actually be happy with a fire sign. Okay, clarification on the Two of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the reason why it's a factor is actually because some of you could be with a fire sign that's, you know, just causing silly little arguments and things like that with the Five of Swords. It's like empty battle. So it's like you be in a relationship or you'll be thinking that this person is your soulmate, but if you're dealing with a fire sign, I feel like they're being a little bit argumentative, and I feel like that could be why you're not actually given emotionally. I feel like that's why things aren't moving forward, because someone is just literally making you feel a certain way, and that's why you're not emotionally invested in the relationship anymore. Or if it's not a relationship and you two are just kind of dating or you're separated, this is why, because you're still focused on the relationship, but it's like you can't get over what someone has done, particularly if you're dealing with a fire sign. Okay, now I'm going to clarify separation. Clarification on separation for Virgo. Oh, so you are really thinking about a separation. If it's not you, then it's the other person. But I feel like someone is like, oh God, I'm not with this person anymore. I just want this person back. So, you know, I do feel as though there has been a separation and it's like really on your mind. You're really thinking about it. Clarification on separation. There's a new start, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. There is a new start. Clarification on separation. Particularly if you're dealing with an earth sign. Okay, have a look. What else do I want to clarify? Let me clarify this complex decision that you guys have to make. A complex decision and need to do research. Stop procrastinating. With the Seven of Water. Clarification on the Seven of Water. Okay, so you're actually looking at what makes you happy now. And I feel like for some of you, on the one hand, you've got someone that is fun, they're exciting, they're adventurous. But then on the other hand, you've got someone that can actually offer you this Ten of Cups. For some of you that have actually coupled up, you're thinking about, you know, how can I be happy? What is it that's going to make me happy? And then this is when the Hermit energy comes in, because you're reflecting on your own happiness. So I feel like there is a choice that is being made, and it's like you have to do what you know is right at the end of the day, you know. You have someone that's a bit of a charmer, someone that's very exciting, but you need to choose the more stable option. So now I'm going to clarify unrequited love. Clarification on unrequited love. Clarification on unrequited love. Yeah, okay. So someone, I feel like, has had enough of the vicious arguments. This is the second time this has come out. So it could be that someone's behaviour is actually making you lose feelings, and this is why, again, you're not emotionally invested anymore. And it could be that this person is actually knowing that you're kind of slipping away from them, and that you no longer really like them that much because of their past behaviour. Clarification on unrequited love, okay. So I feel like this person is going to make an effort and come back in, because I feel like they see you slipping away, particularly if you're dealing with an air sign. Okay, why is the Knight of Swords here? Clarification on the Knight of Swords. Page of Swords. Yep, it's an air sign. Clarification on the Knight and Page of Swords. They want a second chance. If you're dealing with an air sign, they want a second chance, even though they've acted a certain way. They feel that your feelings are kind of slipping, and they would like a second chance with you. Again, it could be that you're making a decision about them, or they're making a decision about you, because again, there's a lack of emotion in this situation at the moment. So it could be that they're making a decision. So clarification on judgment. Clarification on... Okay, yeah. So I more feel as though they want things to come back around, and I feel like they want to communicate with you. Okay. Let me clarify the Two of Pentacles again. Clarification on the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you are looking at your options and actually just wondering, you know, do I want to be on my own? Clarification on the Two of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I feel like I want to clarify this again. Yeah, so I feel like some of you are just going to choose to kind of work on your own, and, you know, work on yourself and rebalance yourself. And I feel like you will be successful in doing this, because you've got the Hermit card. So it's like you're back on form. So we've got air, earth, let's use strength as fire, and then we've got water. Okay, so for Virgos who are dealing with an air sign, what is going on? For Virgos who are dealing with an air sign, what is going on in the month of May? Yeah, so I feel like there are problems that you may be ignoring with this person, or someone's in two minds about something. Clarification. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be making a decision whether or not you get back into a relationship with this person. So I feel like someone's indecisive. So what can Virgos who are dealing with a fellow earth sign expect? What can Virgos who are dealing with... Okay, so you will get some stability with a earth sign. But the way to do it is to move forward. And again, it goes back into offering emotion. I feel like in order to get this stability, you need to overcome this Two of Fire. You know, don't be afraid to move forward. The Two of Fire is the same as the Two of Wands. Okay. What about Virgos who are dealing with fire signs? What's going to happen in the month of May? For some of you are walking away from a fire sign. What about Virgos who are dealing with fire signs? But the love is still there. So I feel like some of you have walked away already from a fire sign, and this person's going to try and re-emerge because there is love there. There may be a new start, or it's like even though there's love there, you walk away. Okay, let's move on to water signs. What about Virgos who are dealing with water signs? What's going to happen? So you have a water sign that's coming back from the past. What about Virgos who are dealing with water signs? Yeah, okay, and things are going to start moving forward. What about Virgos who are dealing with water signs for the month of May? Stay optimistic, have faith in the situation if you're dealing with a water sign. So these are the messages I have for you for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new format, this way of doing things. I hope you guys have a fantastic day if you're watching this before then. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please hit the like button and I'll see you for this reading. Bye, Virgo.